Why Alice wanted that thing is beyond you. Back in the late 90s, everyone was straight up obsessed with the new creepy toy, and your older sister just had to have one. You may have been one of the few 90s kids that were just not interested. Now, it lives in your parents' attic, collecting dust for some unknown reason. Why are you standing in your parents' attic at 3 a.m. during a visit home from college? Well, either the school load has finally taken the rest of your sanity, or that thing was just making noise. Maybe it was just a weird dream. The batteries have been dead for well over a decade at this point. The thought settles in your mind as you stare at that weird AF owl hamster demon hybrid in front of you. This is ridiculous. With an annoyed sigh, you turn and begin walking toward the door. And then you hear a sound that makes you absolutely sure you've lost your sanity. The adrenaline hits hard as you turn quickly. The flashlight on your phone hits the creepy toy just in time to catch its ears wiggle and eyes open and close. Before you can even think about it, you're back in your childhood bedroom trying to breathe. There is no way that Furby is still functioning. I'm Bree.
And I'm Christiana.
Prepare to dive into the infamous 90s toy.
Because you're about to hear something strange.
Welcome to episode 37, Furby Conspiracies. I'm gonna just go through my sources and then we'll talk about this fascinating, terrifying creature.
Okie dokie.
So, Wikipedia.
We love it.
Do you want to guess what the article's called?
Furby. Furbies of Doom. 90s Toys of Doom.
This next one is FAA NSA versus Furby.
NSA versus Furby.
Something like that. Fur, like F-U-R. Forbidden Tech. The conspiracy behind the Furby band.
Oh, I didn't know.
Or ban, not banned.
I didn't know Furbies were banned.
We'll get there. Mental floss. 6 wild Furby myths that people actually believed in the 90s.
Fair enough.
CBS Evening News. Talking toy or spy. And this article is from 1999.
Dang, okay.
And then Ripley's Believe It or Not. Was your Furby spying on you?
Possibly.
Did you see my trigger warning?
Yes. Yeah. IDK, these things are creepy AF. You're correct.
All right. So I have a multi-part question for you.
Okay.
What do you know about Furbies?
I know they're little toys that blink and giggle, and you describe them very accurately. What'd you say? A hamster, owl, something?
Demon, alien hybrid.
Demon, alien hybrid. I don't really understand why they were so popular, but they were all the rage. They're fluffy.
They're just creepy.
Yeah.
You're going to see, so every once in a while, our friends who are listening, or just like you are all our friends.
Yes.
I sometimes write notes, or I sometimes write jokes in the script, or I put really sarcastic comments, and I'm excited to see your reactions.
Okay. I'm jazzed.
Okay. Do you know anything about the conspiracies?
I do not. Besides that they're demons.
Did you ever have one?
No.
And we already covered how you feel about them.
Yes.
All right. So let's go into what is a Furby.
Yes. Scary.
The nightmare fuel of my mom collected porcelain dolls, so Furbies. Ugh. There was all kinds of nightmare fuel in my house as a child.
Yes.
Porcelain dolls. These critters were hot back in the late 90s.
Yes.
They were first released in 1998 by Hasbro. And yes.
So they were later in the 90s than I thought. Okay.
Via FAA, NASA, or not NASA, NSA versus Furby. This is a direct quote. Almost 40 million of the animatronic toys were sold during the 3 years of its original production, with 14 million sold in 1999.
That's a lot of Furbies.
According to my source, they went for $35 each. So I used an inflation calculator.
30? What? Absolutely not.
This is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And according to that, it's just shy of $70 today.
No.
For the low price of $70, you too can have a pet demon.
For a creature that blinks at you creepily and wiggles its ears, that was $35? I mean, I guess...
Now it's $70.
Oh my God. I guess technology was a lot newer back then. Like
yes.
Today you would look at that and be like, seriously?
Roxy has big feelings about it.
Roxy does. She's squeaking.
She's upset because I had a very busy day and wasn't home very much.
Yeah. So if you hear scuffling around and squeaking in the background, it's just
Sure.
Rox. Put that on the bingo card.
The Furby was also the first successful attempt to create a robot of its kind.
Okay. So that kind of...
Because like the For Real Friends came out after that, and like the robot dogs and stuff.
Oh, I had a robot dog. I loved him.
I did too. So the physical description, can you give us your best shot at describing a Furby?
They look like an oval covered in fur with like round ears on top and giant scary looking eyes, like owl eyes, and a little beak. And I think they have little feet too. I think they were trying to make it look like a bird, but they just made it look scary.
What a quote. That can go, oh, should I put that on my Fall Out Boy album?
Yeah.
They were trying to make it look like a bird, but it just looked scary.
It just looked scary.
You know what? Sometimes we all have missteps.
Yep. They did their best. It was the first robot of its kind to be sold to the public, so they tried real hard.
Sometimes the first draft is not always what we want it to be.
Yes.
So they looked like some strange cross of an owl, an alien, and a hamster. I put so that's what demons look like. Via FAA, NSA versus Furby, a simple electronic motor and a system of cams and gears closed the Furby's eyes and mouth, raised its ears, and lifted it off the ground in a display of mobility. It didn't actually like levitate. It would make it
lifted it off the ground.
like it would stand up straighter.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's horrifying.
Definitely a demon.
I'm learning more and more about Furbies.
The toys were also programmed with certain responses to stimuli. So tickling a Furby might prompt it to kiss you. If it was then petted, it was more likely to kiss you again in the future. This makes it even creepier.
I don't want you to kiss me with your creepy plastic beak. Nope.
Oh my goodness. It was also said to have the ability to learn.
Like AI before AI.
Oh my gosh. Is AI just a evolution of the Furby?
Yeah. I could say so many things to that, but I might get myself in trouble, so I better not.
We'll keep moving forward. This ability to learn was a big selling point, except for this household demon.
That's
my disdain for the Furby. And like, if you guys loved your Furbies, that's fine. They just creep me the F out. And I was house sitting by myself while I was writing this.
Yes.
At my horses live in kind of podunk nowhere. And I was house sitting and I'm like by myself in this house in the woods researching Furbies.
That's how you're going to attract the Fae.
They can have all the Furbies they want.
They can have them.
These little unholy creations communicate with each other via an infrared port between their eyes.
So I forgot they can like talk to each other.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Blech.
When they were first acquired from your local mall or via Portal to Hell, and this is a quote from our friend Teddy, it's just Walmart. I was texting, or I was Snapchatting pictures of my script to Teddy as I was working on it, and they thought it was hilarious.
That's funny. I miss Teddy.
So when you first got them, they started speaking a language called Furbish.
Furbish. Okay. This is like late 90s Dadaism.
It is Dadaism. So our little demonic friend would then start to sprinkle in some words and phrases in English or whatever language.
It learned. That's where it differs from Dadaism, at least according to my knowledge.
It gave the appearance of learning. So like the fact that it was sprinkling the stuff in gave it the appearance of learning the language around it. The mutant owl hamsters also responded to physical touch with coos and facial expressions. I guess this is my thoughts. I guess this made the learning more interactive and more realistic.
Okay.
And not at all any more creepy.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. If it were like not looking the way it would, it's like, oh, that's sweet. You pet it and it's like a little bird, except it looks the way that it looks.
It's demonic. And just to be clear, neither of us are saying like, oh, it's like they're a portal to hell. We just think they look creepy. Because like people be like, oh, these dolls are like possessed. It's like, no, we don't think Furbies are actually like portals to hell or, things to open up your children to Satanism.
No.
We just think they're creepy AF.
Yeah. Same with porcelain dolls. Neither one of us likes porcelain dolls, but if porcelain dolls are your jam, that's fine. There's nothing inherently bad about them.
Keep them at your house.
Yeah.
I still have nightmares about the ones at my mom's.
Yeah.
I don't know where they went when they moved.
We don't need to know.
The dolls. I know where my parents. I know where my parents went. The dolls took them.
Oh God, that's a horror. That's actually, I feel like a horror
I should
story.
write that.
You should.
Yeah. So let's get into conspiracy theories. Do you know what any of the conspiracy theories about the Furbies were?
Just based on the intro, I have an inkling that people thought they were like, I'm just going to say Soviet spies because everyone thinks everything's a Soviet spy. That's a broad generalization. No one come for me.
A spy in general, yes.
Okay.
Do you know any other ones?
I do not.
All right. Are you ready to learn about the infamous second life of Furbies?
I am. The second life of Furbies.
The secret life of Furbies.
Is this, oh, not a second life, like an afterlife. Like
Oh my God. Is Furby heaven actually hell?
I was going to say, is there a Furby heaven and a Furby hell?
Furby heaven is like a layer of hell. It's a very, very effective system.
It's the first ring of hell.
It's a very effective system.
It is.
Spies infiltrating the NSA.
Okay.
This is via forbidden tech.
Forbidden.
And I'm taking a direct quote here.
Okay.
Additionally, one could condition the Furby to repeat certain pre-programmed words or phrases by petting it when it said those phrases, making it seem like they were listening and understanding, kind of like a spy.
Yeah. Okay.
So that made the NSA very, very suspicious of these things.
Yeah.
We're going to go through each of the conspiracies first, and then we're going to talk about how
Okay.
true or false they may be.
Okay. Because I have thoughts already on that one.
Let's do the conspiracies first, and then we'll crack into each of them.
Okay.
In December of 1998, the NSA began to raise questions about security and safety concerns with having Furbies on site due to the belief they had a writable chip. They mistakenly called them Furbies.
Furbies.
That sounds like some kind of smoothie.
It does.
I think there's even a memo that sent out saying they could not be on the premise.
Oh, okay. Of the NSA agency? You mean?
Or the Pentagon and stuff.
I'm absolutely dead. Okay. I'm building my thoughts. Okay.
I imagine there being a poster with a Furby and like the zero and the like cross.
Like a big ring and an X through it.
Yeah. And then our next one is teaching kids swear words.
Okay.
Those gosh darn Furbies influencing the language of our youth. So via mental floss in 2000, one Walmart in Pennsylvania, of course it's Pennsylvania. That's the state we live in. That's why we're saying that.
We're giving Ohio a break. We're just bashing ourselves.
In 2000, one Walmart in Pennsylvania moved some of its Furbies from store shelves after customers complained that the toys had been cursing like sailors.
Like, I'll be honest. I'm going to be really honest here. That's some shit I would do. Like, I would go into Walmart and teach the Furbies to curse.
It's like if you teach like a bird rescue to curse.
Yes.
Apparently, hug me sounded like something else.
Oh dear. I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Okay.
So then, get ready, kids. We're going to launch a space shuttle and other assorted wonders.
Oh dear.
It's also a Fall Out Boy title.
It is. That's an excellent Fall Out Boy title.
It is.
Patrick Spence. I almost said Stump. Patrick Stump. Sponsor us.
So there are reports of Furbies doing or having the potential to do all types of things.
Okay.
Via mental floss, I've been told that we're developing a Furby that can drive a car in the year 2000.
You freaking liar.
Roger Schiffman, the president of Tiger Electrics, is a subsidiary of Hasbro, told CBS in 1999.
So Roger Schiffman said, oh yeah, we're going to have a Furby that drives a car. You were lying.
It's the first self-driving smart car.
Roger Schiffman, I'm sorry. That was a lie.
But there's more. We've also been told that the current Furby has the technology to launch a space shuttle.
That was also a lie.
And we have one woman who is absolutely insistent that her Furby sings Italian operas.
I mean, maybe that's like what's it? Pareidolia?
Well, yeah, if its language is Italian.
Yeah, he's just cooing away, and she's like, "Oh my God, he's singing!"
Accidentally programmed it to like do like Madame Butterfly or something.
Yes. What is it? Bumblebees. Flight of the Bumblebees.
Can you imagine if it started singing like the Queen of the Night aria? I'm not gonna sing the octave up.
Yes.
Oh, that's like an octave down. Yeah.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra has a super fun version of that song, just saying.
Anyways, so the FAA, or our next one is, the FAA thought Furbies could interfere with flight equipment.
Okay. I'm trying so hard not to just like spill everything because I know we're coming back to it.
We're getting there. From what I read, this was because they had infrared technology.
Okay.
Making medical equipment malfunction. They were banned in some hospitals in Scotland.
Okay. In Scotland.
In Scotland. Pennsylvania and Scotland are taking a stand.
Scotland and Pennsylvania. Scotland, I have questions.
Pennsylvania, it makes sense.
Yes.
We can say that we're from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're allowed.
Pennsylvania just has a beef with every other state.
We really do have an attitude.
Except for Delaware.
Yeah.
We're fine with Delaware.
We're cool with Delaware.
But like...
You know, George Washington. Yeah.
We're fine with Delaware, but it's like Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Ohio.
And they're just like vibing, minding their own business. Like, what is your guys' problem?
Have I showed you that you have an enemy in Pennsylvania meme? If Virginia is for lovers, what state is for haters? You've got an enemy in Pennsylvania.
I love it.
Back to hospitals in Scotland.
In Scotland.
This was due to the fear that the toys' low-level electromagnetic waves would interfere with medical devices.
Okay.
The next one is made of real cat and dog hair.
Ew.
Someone actually went as far as making a Humane Society post. And our last one, ability to come back to life without batteries and be possessed.
That I believe.
All right,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna tell you, one of them is like holding water for you.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you stop reading now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back through and I want you to tell me what you think, if each one is true, why or why not. The NSA banning Furbies.
That one's okay. So
That they're spies.
I feel like that one, like all of it, I can vaguely understand why they had the thought, but it's very far-fetched. So I'm like, okay, sure. You have someone that's a mole in the Pentagon, and they sit there and they whisper sweet nothings, a.k.a. secrets, the nuclear codes, to the Furby.
Can you imagine? There's another desk. They're just talking to the Furby.
I'd be like, are you okay?
Like, oh, yes. Yeah. Let me tell you, I can't tell anyone about like extraterrestrial life.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you. And then the Furby is like, oh my God.
It's like, you okay, bro?
They just feed the Furby misinformation.
Yes. Yeah. Could a Furby develop the capacity, I suppose, to repeat back information that could then, you just yeet a Furby at whoever you're going to yeet a Furby at, and then they have that information? Sure. I have questions, though, as to whether it actually, because my thoughts are, okay, if it's picking up human language, it's recording it. And that's how it's being able, so there's some kind of recording device in there. Is it actually a recording device, or is it pre-programmed to know certain things that people commonly say?
Okay, so two-part question before I go into it. Do you think they actually banned them, or do you think that's a rumor?
I think they actually banned them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think they were actually spies, or do you think they were pre-programmed?
So, okay, we took a quick little break, and I was in the restroom, and I was thinking deeply about this.
So Furbies while you're in my bathroom.
So listen, here's the thing. I think they were pre-programmed to say very specific things like, oh, like hug me, or I love you, or whatever. And then in the commercials that were put on, they would show people telling the Furbies these things, and then the Furbies repeating them back. And then subconsciously, that marketing is going to cause a buyer to go, oh, I want to teach it to say, I love you. And you say it probably, like, there's like a certain amount of time, or like that the Furby is active or whatever. And after that certain amount of time, it starts saying.
Can you imagine the commercial being like, and here's the high clearance codes.
Yes. Whisper to your Furby the nuke codes.
Okay.
Whisper to your Furby the padlock code for Area 51.
So they don't actually have the capacity to record anything, according to Tiger Electronics.
Boom.
Via the Ripley's article, our friend Roger, again,
Okay.
from Tiger Electronics, made the following statement. Although Furby is a clever toy,
Roger.
it does not record or mimic voices. The NSA did not do their homework. Furby is not a spy.
Exactly.
Exclamation point.
Okay.
Best of my knowledge, the NSA did ban them.
Okay.
But this article also made the point that our smart devices are spying on us every day.
Yeah.
Like right now, we have 2 smartphones, my computer, my iPad, and my watch.
Yep. And you wanted me to say that?
Oh, I have my Roxy cam. So I
Yeah.
can spy on my dog. See, I actually am spying.
Yeah.
It's pointed at the couch where my dog sleeps while I'm at work. And I literally put my camera on and I watch her sleep. And then I turn it off.
Yep.
And then I watch her sleep about an hour later.
Nothing wrong with that.
She's so cute. But her eyes glow like she's a demon. All right. Next one. Teaching kids swear words.
So, okay, that I also, based on the fact that they cannot record human voices, I don't believe that's true. I think it was probably people assuming, like, it probably sounded janky when it talked, especially when it was starting to run out of batteries. So I can absolutely imagine "hug me" sounded like something different. You know?
My only thought with that is if someone's able to hack it
Okay, true.
and pre-program different words in it.
Yeah, that's a that's a possibility.
I didn't find that anywhere. My brain is kind of like, that could be a thing.
Right.
Spaceships.
Oh, flying spaceships?
No, could they launch a space shuttle?
No.
Yes, get them off this planet.
Roger, that's not happening.
They had some pretty cutting edge and cool technology for the time, including infrared, but were not technically advanced enough for space travel, unfortunately.
Yeah. When was, because, I mean, space travel was becoming more of a thing, but, I mean, that they still, like, when was...
What are you
was,
asking me? I know they went to the moon in 1969 from the Even Stevens musical episode.
I'm
There's
dead.
a song about that.
Oh, man, that's a core memory. I was thinking when the Challenger happened. Cause
Oh, I don't remember.
That was in the 80s, actually, I think.
Yeah.
So that was before this time.
Yeah.
But it's not like space travel was, you know, anything like today.
Get them off the planet.
Yeah, I mean, we could launch them into space.
We could.
I would have much rather them launched a Furby into space than a dog.
Let's not go there.
Let's not. Yeah, that's very
That's
sad.
really depressing.
Yeah, that's a topic we will never cover.
No, I can. Trigger warning.
Trigger. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of air travel, airplanes.
No, they cannot fly a plane.
No. It was, do they interfere?
Oh, I forgot. I was hung up on launching a space shuttle.
plane either.
And they cannot fly a plane. And Roger, my friend, they can't drive a car, baby. Whoever told you that was lying to you, and I'm really sorry that they lied to you.
So speaking to CBS, in January of 99, one aviation safety consultant said he thought the new protocol might be a tad extreme. They had a protocol where like you couldn't have them on planes.
Yeah. That one makes more sense to me, knowing, like, you know, with cell phones and whatnot, like whenever you go on a plane, you have to have it on airplane mode. So, like, that one I feel holds a little more water, but I don't think, based on the technology we had back then, I really don't think it could have affected.
It didn't.
I'd feel like I'd be more concerned about the batteries in them being on a plane.
I mean, but at the same point, you'd be worrying about laptop batteries.
Yeah, that's true. Like, what is it on planes? Like lithium batteries you're not supposed to have on planes? Is that it?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
All right. What do you think about the medical equipment malfunctions?
Again, same thing like with cell phones. Because, I mean, because I feel like even today, like you have signs in hospitals. It's like, please do not use your cell phone. That, sorry, hospital workers, everyone ignores those. I doubt that it would necessarily cause that so much interference that I can't see that one.
Yeah, it's not really a thing. The electronic and magnetic fields were really weak.
Yeah.
Cat and dog hair on Furbies.
Yeah, that was polyester if I've ever seen polyester.
So the above mentioned post was fake.
Oh.
It was a fake Humane Society post.
Oh my gosh.
There is this really, really sassy response to this from Tiger Electronics in the mental floss article.
Yeah.
And it's 100% acrylic. A company spokesperson said of the toy's fur, yep, a lot of acrylics were killed in the name of Furbies. Love it.
So it's plastic. It's plastic fur. That's funny.
That response, like, yeah, we had to, unfortunately.
Lots of acrylics were killed in the name of a Furby.
You ready for some stories?
I'm ready for some stories.
Before we get into stories, do you have any thoughts on Furbies and the conspiracies around Furbies?
I can understand why people would have those thoughts at the time that they were having them. no, I can understand why people had the thoughts at the time, because like it sounds ridiculous today because I mean we carry computers in our pockets on a daily basis, but at the time technology was so new, this kind of technology, that you know it makes sense that it could cause fear and you know uncertainty and whatnot. So I get it, but looking at it through a 2026 lens, it's a little silly.
Yeah.
There's the historian in me.
So most of the stories we're going to talk about are just the weird ways they're acting, or like paranormal-y stories. Mm-hmm. Have you heard any paranormal stories from like friends or enemies or?
I don't think so. I not necessarily paranormal, but
or just weird, them acting weird.
Yes. So I had someone, it was my mother's coworker's daughter that had like a huge collection of Furbies. And I guess
nightmare.
Yes, pretty much. And I guess their cat jumped up on a shelf and knocked them all off. And of course, the minute they fell, they started going BZRK and were like chitter chattering to everyone and you know, just going insane. So don't look at them, don't breathe on them, don't touch them, or they will start talking at you, which I do not like.
Keep them behind blessed glass.
Yes.
So I have 2 Reddit encounters, but I have a story from one of my friends from high school.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
It's not possessed or anything. I almost said unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it's not possessed.
So I'm pretty sure she said I can use her first name. This is my friend Rachel. We were friends since like nursery school.
Oh.
Like we've known each other for a very, very long time.
She's your Kelly.
She is my Kelly. Yes. I've known her for most of my life. I texted her and I was like, hey Rachel, like you have like a weird Furby story, right? Can you email it to me for my podcast? And her response was,
what a request.
Her response was, sure. I'm like, I'll shout you out. She's like, yeah, sure, no problem.
I love it.
That's a good friend.
That is a great friend.
So thank you, Rachel.
I love that.
Like, if I texted you that, it wouldn't be weird.
No.
But like, I think for most friendships, that would be a little odd.
Yes.
But I'm an odd person. Do we want to read each of them and then discuss them?
Sure.
All right. So my friend Rachel, I'm reading it verbatim. I had a silver Furby with sparkles in it. I also had a white Furby. My silver Furby never did anything weird that I can remember.
I thought that was going to say anything wrong. And I was like, oh.
It was a good Furby. The white Furby, however, would come on at random on its own. It would be in a closet where it was dark and quiet, so it would shut off. And at random, it would come on, normally in the middle of the night or when it was super quiet during the day. There'd be nothing that moved in the closet to make the Furby wake up. I wasn't making any loud noises for it to wake up. I ended up throwing it out because at one point, it was always waking up. Always is like capitalized. Waking up every day, no matter what, it creeped me out. I see the new Furbies have off switches now. I wish we had that.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Do we want to read the next one or
no, one at a time.
Okay.
One at a time.
This makes me think, because if it had infrared technology in it, was it sensing ghosts?
Oh, she doesn't want to hear that.
Oh, sorry, Rachel.
And I don't know how long she had the Furby at this time. I can ask follow-up questions. Mm-hmm. Maybe I can interview her.
It might have just been like violently malfunctioning.
Yeah. God, any other... She doesn't live in that house anymore.
Oh, good. Okay, that's true. Okay, so you're good now. And you threw the thing out, so...
Maybe the ghost went with it.
Yep. That's... yeah, if that specific one kept waking up, I think the ghost went with it when you threw it out.
You know, if
it was a ghost.
Just that Furby, maybe that Furby was like extra sensitive. Yeah. But you're right, the infrared, right? Because some of the ghost hunting equipment does use that.
Yeah. Or
motion sensors, yeah.
See, I'm learning.
Got it.
I'm learning.
Got it. Got it. Nailed it.
Perfect. Okay.
Any other thoughts other than thank you, Rachel?
I don't think so. Thank you, Rachel. And I'm sorry, I hope I didn't traumatize you.
It's in the past now. She stayed over at my parents' house and it was haunted.
Oh, okay.
She stayed over at my old house and it was haunted.
Yeah. Good. It's fine. It's fine.
Ready for some Reddit stories?
I'm always ready for a Reddit story.
You're Reddit for a ready story?
I'm Reddit for a ready story. Let's go.
So a lot of the stories were about them talking without batteries, just screaming weird things. Screaming like, I'm hungry or feed me. Ew. Sidebar, was this like, was it possessed by Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors?
I was just thinking, I'm like, what's the plant's name? Audrey 2. Audrey 2, yep.
There is an R Furby horror story.
I love it.
It's a subreddit.
I love it.
So now that I looked that up, I keep getting things about Furbies on my like homepage, my For You page on Reddit.
Oh, no, thank you. Stop it. Stop showing me those. I wonder if I'm going to get stuff on my phone now because we're talking about it and our phones listen to us.
This one, the user is the Incredible Snail, and I love that.
I do too.
So most of this I kind of paraphrased, but I think I did take a couple of direct quotes from them.
Okay.
So this user recounts the following story. The poster, so Incredible Snail, got a Furby at around 7 years of age after having this Furby for 5 days, it disappeared.
I don't like that.
So then, first 5 days, and then it is gone. We're going to flash forward about a month when they started hearing the Furby at 3 o'clock in the morning daily.
No.
It would it would laugh in a high, strange pitch voice.
No. Again, I say no.
The Redditor then states that this is not the sound it made when they first got it.
That house belongs to the Furby now. You need to move out.
Don't worry, there's more.
Okay.
So then there's another time jump, and it's not specified how big of a time jump it was.
Okay.
At the next kind of part of this encounter, they included details of a sleepover with a friend. And at the sleepover, they apparently heard the Furby screaming very loudly with a low-pitched voice in the middle of the night. And this sound woke both the original poster and the friend up. And the friend allegedly had a bloody thumb and had to be picked up by his parents early because he was so traumatized.
I mean, yeah.
The original poster notes that after terrorizing the little children, the Furby stopped screaming into the void at 3 a.m. Are you ready for the next part of this tale?
Yeah, I think.
All right, so now we're 2 years later, and they are doing a home renovation. And this home renovation...
I read ahead by like 2 words.
It's like when you do... It's like, you know how like a lot of haunted houses stories, you hear that like people do home renovations and there's more ghosts?
Yes.
Well,
everything gets mad.
So do Furbies.
Good.
So it awoke the Furby from its slumber, and it began making sounds again. However, these were different sounds than before. This time it was sobbing. It's so funny. for 5 hours.
That house belongs to the Furby now.
It lasted for 3... Stop reading for a second.
Okay.
The sobbing lasted for 3 days when the Furby was discovered. Do you know where they found it?
Was it in the walls?
It was.
Was it in like a crawl
The
space?
parents' walls.
Ugh.
And it had dead batteries. This account ended with, "Please could someone explain this to me? I am scared for my life." Frowny face.
Do you still live in that house?
That's what I want to know.
Because my friend, you need to move.
I'm going to read some of the comments in the post.
Oh my God.
And then we can discuss it if that's okay.
Yeah.
I just like took control there. I was being assertive. Are you proud of me?
I'm very proud of you. I'm also just mind blown right now.
You want to hear what some comments were?
I do.
So a lot of them were things like shoot it with a silver bullet.
Yep.
Get a cross in every room, or crush it with a sledgehammer.
Oh.
Or call a priest.
I would circle it with salt, I think. I like the sledgehammer idea, though. I feel like the Winchesters have done that. They've smashed a skeleton up and then set it on fire and then salted the grave.
Just like at this point, you need to leave the house.
Yeah. That belongs to the Furby.
There's no hope for it. What do you think of that first story?
The first one...
or like the one of the Furby in the walls?
That one... I feel like that could have been something like... I'm curious if there was anything else going on in that house. Let's put it that way.
There was some kind of other spirit, and it was using the Furby as like a vessel. Oh my God, that's hard. That's even worse.
Like that's weird. But like, how did it end up in the walls? I don't like the screaming.
I don't like the screaming. I don't like the sobbing either.
I don't know. And like the 3 a.m. thing like freaks me out. But okay, weird fact about me is I get really upset at things crying, even if it's like bad things. So
like, why are you crying? Stop it.
Like it makes me sad. It genuinely
makes you sad.
makes me very sad. So like there are certain, okay, this is so dumb. There was a car insurance commercial at one point that was like comparing, like it was like a guy taking care of his car, but the car was his baby. So they green screened in this like giant baby and it was like actual footage of like a baby. And at one point they showed the car, like a tree branch had fallen on the car, and then they like flashed away and they flashed back, and it was the baby sitting there, and his big pouty lip and little big old tears in his eye. And it genuinely, I used to have to walk out of the room when that commercial came on because it was so upsetting to me.
That does sound very sad.
I was like, stop making the baby cry. And then, of course, it got fixed and then the baby was happy again. But anyway, so like just thinking about a Furby, an inanimate object supposedly sitting alone in a wall and crying is very upsetting to me.
Do you think it was like possessed by like a very sad ghost? Or do you think it was like a demon pretending to be a sad ghost?
I feel like it was a demon pretending to be a sad ghost. Well, I don't know, though. The screaming randomly, but that could just be something trying to get your attention.
I would be upset if I was stuck in a wall.
Yes, same.
Well, what a sentence.
And I feel like, if they're sitting there and like, well, obviously the screaming didn't work, so I'm going to try something else.
But 2 years, was it 2 years later? But also it was a renovation. Yeah. I also wonder if maybe the batteries weren't completely dead and something like
a wire got
like jostled
just the right way. That could be.
Was there an earthquake or something?
Where is this? Okay, we need more information. Was this in California?
I don't know.
Was this near a fault line?
There's earthquakes in Pennsylvania occasionally too.
That is true.
I like how I feel like when we first started doing any kind of things on Reddit encounters, originally, we were like, we're gonna drop the suspension of disbelief. And at this point, we're like, it's all fake.
Yes.
Like we have gone from like, oh, this could be real to any Reddit story we've done. I don't think we're mean about it.
No.
But I think, like, I do think we're like trying to be Reddit investigators.
We're looking at things from every angle, which you have to do.
Any more thoughts, right, for the next one?
I'm so sorry that person experienced that, because regardless of what was causing it, that's horrifying.
Might need to EMDR some of that.
Truly.
All right, so I'm not saying the user's name because it was like an innuendo.
Oh, no. Okay.
So this story starts when the original poster, the OP, was around 8 or 9, and they got a hot pink Furby at their local Goodwill.
Oh, not a Goodwill Furby.
It was apparently, and I quote, still in great condition.
I feel like I need to clarify, by the way. I have nothing against Goodwill or people that thrift shop. I thrift constantly because I'm poor. So
it's getting a Furby from Goodwill.
It's specifically getting a Furby from Goodwill.
At first, everything was fine. It was great. They played with the Furby. They had a grand old time.
I love that for you.
I'm going to do a direct quote here. But one day it went into some evil mode or whatever it's called and wouldn't shut up.
And it wouldn't shut up.
The original poster, like our friend here, tells their parents. And the parents responded by just putting it in another room. I have a different story about that, remind me.
Okay.
Not about Furbies. But the original poster would still hear it going off randomly in the middle of the night. Ugh. And it would allegedly make, and I quote, muffled, creepy laughter with annoying screeching. The OP made it clear they thought the parents' decision to move the Furby into another room was stupid.
I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I guess you could just send it back to Goodwill. Like, if you're sick of it, we'll take it back.
Eventually, it died. So the OP gave it to some random kid, but states that the experience still creeps them out to this day. Like, it's your problem now.
You just passed the buck. That's like a Dybbuk box.
It's like oh my God. It's the like millennial version of the Dybbuk box.
It sure is.
It's like millennial Dybbuk box. Oh my
millennial Dybbuk box. It's just a Furby from Goodwill. Oh, that's heinous.
All right. What thoughts do you have on this before we go into interesting facts?
I
like how they just gave it away.
I don't even know what to think. Oh my gosh. That one, I don't know that it was necessarily something like weird happening with it. I think it was just annoying.
Yeah, it's not as creepy as the other one.
No.
But like the way they wrote it, you could tell they were so annoyed. They were annoyed with just the whole situation.
Oh, that was a thought I had. Okay, so I'm wondering if this were me in this shoes of this freaking Furby waking me up in the middle of the night after night, because y'all, when I don't sleep, I get real mean.
You're also an upset camper.
I am a very upset camper. So I'm wondering the point of which this would tip me over into I'm creeped out, straight into the land of I am so pissed off I'm about to beat this thing with a hammer.
You can send me a picture of a Furby on fire.
Yes.
Is that how you release the spirit inside of it?
I don't know.
If it's untethered, what happens?
Oh, I hope it doesn't go into the walls.
Oh my God, we're back to the walls.
Back into the walls.
You ready for some interesting facts?
Sure am.
I have a quote from FAA NSA versus Furby. I'm going to read this verbatim.
Okay.
Many found the Furby to be annoying because it chattered continually. It had no off button. As long as the batteries remained charged, the toy continued to talk and talk and talk. If you put two or more Furbies together, they interacted with each other, they sang, they chatted together. One Furby would sing a lullaby while the other fell asleep. If one sneezed, so did the other. So
okay, the lullaby thing is a little bit cute.
What do you think Furby lullabies are about?
Oh, God. Screaming into the void.
The wall sings to you.
Another day.
So it's like singing about the peas of the wall.
Yeah. Wait, have you ever seen the meme? I don't know what show it's from, if it's The Office or what, but it's the guy like strumming a acoustic guitar very badly and just going, ah! I feel like that's a Furby lullaby.
They start singing Wonderwall. No offense to be like that. Okay, like what would be a song that would be a Furby lullaby?
You can use Wonderwall. I mean, I'm not personally offended by it. It just makes me laugh.
My brain went to the this is so stupid. My brain went to the Don't Touch Me song.
Oh yeah, I like that. I was gonna say something like completely unhinged.
Like you sure go to tell your boyfriend.
Yes.
If he says he's got beef, that I'm a vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him.
Yes, that's a Furby lullaby. Like just completely unhinged. Listen, if only we knew when that song was written, when that song first dropped on the radio, we didn't know we were hearing the most
upsetting Roxy.
We did not know we were hearing the most sick burn.
That line is great. Like
I don't particularly care for the rest of that song. That line is legendary.
It is. I love that. It's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun facts.
Anyways,
more back to fun facts.
There's a whole subreddit of Furby horror stories.
Ooh.
Apparently, Furbies were mentioned in Bill Clinton's impeachment hearing.
What?
I don't know the context. I just saw that in multiple sources.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to find it.
From the Mental Floss article, a November 1998 article called "The Toys Cute Yet Vaguely Menacing."
I mean, that's pretty fair.
And another article labeled them as slightly sinister looking.
Yeah.
How do I get the description of cute but vaguely menacing?
How do you get the...
Yeah, I want to be described that way.
Oh, you want to be described that way. Oh, I mean... I could. It might be a little weird for me to start calling you cute, but I could start spreading that. Like, this is my co-host Bree. She's cute but vaguely menacing.
Or do you like slightly sinister looking better?
I like.
Are you slightly sinister looking and I'm cute?
I feel like I like slightly sinister. I feel like I like that.
Vaguely menacing and slightly sinister.
Wait, can we get sweatshirts that say that?
Oh,
my God.
We should. See, we're coming up with alter egos.
Yes. Okay, we got to find places that embroider hoodies. Are you down with a hoodie?
Yeah, I like hoodies.
Okay, perfect. This is happening.
Vaguely menacing and slightly sinister. Okay.
I love that.
You had a story and then I had a story, but it's not related to Furbies, but it made me think of hearing things in another room.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to do your story first?
Sure. So my one encounter with a Furby wasn't really a real Furby. It was like a little keychain.
It was a not Furby.
It was a
fake Furby.
It was a not Furby. It was like one of those little like keychains that's just like stuffed. But it was for Gish, which for there we got some lovers of weird out here that listen to us. So if any of you have heard of Gish, shout it out because it was a lot of fun. But for those of you who don't know, this was stood for the Greatest International Scavenger Hunt, formerly known as Gish which was the greatest international scavenger hunt the world has ever seen. It was put on by the actor Misha Collins, who is in Supernatural, among other things. Oh, and he's also in Bridgewater, because we talk about Bridgewater a lot. But anyway...
Wasn't he one of Clinton's aides? Wasn't he like a White House aide in the Clinton administration?
Misha Collins?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Hold on. Keep talking. I'm going to make sure I'm not... See, it's a synchronous...
I have no...
tied together.
Genuinely, I have no idea. So the scavenger hunt was an online it wasn't really a scavenger hunt per se, but that's what they called it. You would get into teams and of 12 to 15 people. And on the day the hunt started, it was a week long. And he would drop this massive list of tasks that your team needed to get done. And they were insane. Like, they were meant to be weird and silly and get you to have fun while also doing good in the process. But one of the tasks that I did was operated on a Furby. So I put a post out on Facebook that was like, I need a Furby. Who has one? I need a Furby that can be damaged. And only one person responded. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't like an actual mechanical Furby. It was like a little keychain, but it worked for what I needed it. Can I read this out loud?
Yep. This is AI overview.
Okay. Actor Misha Collins interned at the White House during the Clinton administration, a fact mentioned in his biographies showcasing his early career experiences alongside his education at the University of Chicago and work at NPR before his acting fame. I did not know that. It kind of doesn't shock me because he is very political.
Yeah, it all ties together.
That's so interesting. Misha, we love you. Even though you put me through Gish, and I kind of want to punch you for that, but it's okay because I did it to myself. It's fine. And to be clear, Misha knows that all Gishers want to punch him, so I'm allowed to say that. To be very clear.
Oh my goodness. Did I ever tell you, this is an opener, but it made me think of like putting things in other rooms because they scared you. Did I ever tell you about when we got my grandmother's ashes?
Oh.
And the nightmare. And the nightmares I had about it?
No.
No. My grandmother surprised everyone because she was very, very Catholic and donated her body to science.
Oh, gee.
I don't think she realized that you get cremated when you do that.
Oh, did she not want to?
She came back in just a normal delivery box. You didn't have to sign for it.
Oh, no.
And so for a while they were getting ready for the funeral, and I think I was in 9th grade when she died, something like that. She might have died my sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
Her ashes were just sitting on our dining room table for a while.
Oh.
And
on the dining. Oh boy.
I had this. We didn't use it very often. We usually ate in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it any. She can have dinner with us. But I'm a horrible person. But
we laugh at our trauma friends.
But anyways, I had this dream because I used to sleep in the living room that she was yelling, "Get me out of this box!"
Oh my God.
I was so upset that my parents
traumatizing.
My parents moved her. Didn't tell me where she was because I was so upset. I was like, Nana's screaming at
God.
It's not funny. Nana's screaming at me from the box. And she's like, let me out of this box. And so I didn't know this. They put her in our middle room, which is our computer room. And
oh no, did she jump scare you?
No, but I was one of those kids that was on AIM, AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah.
Until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh geez.
So I was there messaging my friends and reading fan fiction.
Hey, hi-yo.
Didn't know she was there the whole time.
Oh. No.
My parents yeah, she was in the computer room closet.
I was just gonna say, was she just chilling in the closet? Oh my God.
They put her in the closet.
Oh man. Boy.
It's not funny.
But you gotta laugh at it because what else are you gonna do?
I was like, what do you mean she was in the closet?
Yeah. That reminds me of the Michael Jackson song. Keep it in the closet.
Yeah. Isn't that a roller coaster ride?
That is a tale. I'm so sorry.
Did you have any closing thoughts before we get to questions?
That was an insane. I did not know that much about Furbies.
I was writing this and I was like, it just got more and more unhinged. And I was like, oh my God. Are you ready for questions?
I'm ready. What drew you to this topic?
I don't even know. I think did I write answers?
You did.
I'm just gonna wing it. We'll see if they match. I think I might have been scrolling on Grahamtown and might have seen another podcast or someone else talk about it, and then I get all kinds. Ever since I started talking about this and the phone started listening, I get all kinds of reels about Furbies being creepy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But yeah, I've always been creeped out by Furbies, and I think I might have just seen something else about it.
And it's a very strange topic, so it's fitting.
A very topic. A very topic.
A very topic. We're tired, yes. It's almost 10 o'clock.
I think I am running on less than 5.5 hours of sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Was there anything you wish you could have researched further into?
I don't think there was anything to research further into.
Yeah.
Maybe like more internet stories, but
Yeah.
send us your Furby stories.
Oh, yeah. Send us your Furby stories. We should put a thing out on the Instagram that's not a poll, but like you can put a question in and say like, what's your Furby lullaby?
What's your Furby?
I want to make a playlist of everyone's Furby lullabies. So when that comes up on the Instagram, please answer with what you think a Furby lullaby would be. Any song, any genre, go for it.
Future Brie, you remember this.
Okay. And what did you find the most strange about this topic?
I think I said in that they were part of like the Clinton impeachment hearing.
That is odd.
This whole thing is like the fact that they like took the world by storm.
Yes.
Like it was the whole thing is weird.
It is weird. I agree. All right. So we're wrapping this up here.
That we are. We'd love to hear from you. If you have a suggestion for a strange or mysterious topic, a comment about an episode, or just want to chat, please reach out.
You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and YouTube. Comment directly on episodes on Spotify and YouTube, or leave a review of the podcast as a whole on either Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Find us on Instagram at something_strange_pod, on Facebook at Something Strange Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at something_strange_pod, and check out our strange content over at TikTok at somethingstrangepod01.
You can also send us a Gmail at somethingstrangepod24@gmail.com, and the 24 is numeric.
Well, strangers, it's time for us to part ways.
Until we meet again, don't take your Furby on a plane.
We'll be back again soon with another
Something Strange. Robert, they can't fly planes. They
it's
cannot.
just a passenger.
I'm sorry that they lied to you. I don't know who they is, but I'm sorry they lied to you.
Talked to him. Oh my gosh, they're sitting in a room with them, and they're like, Roger, put me in a plane, put me in a spaceship.
Hey, you ever get that feeling there's something in the dark watching you? If you're like me, you can't look away. That's why I want to tell you about Creepy Shit. It's the podcast that dives into the strange, the haunted, the downright unholy, true crime that never got answers, folklore that refuses to die, and stories that cling to you long after you're done listening. Every week you're invited to sit by the fire with the rest of us creepers and hear something you'll want to share in a hushed voice. So if you're ready to explore things that might go bump in the night and things that don't make a sound at all, subscribe to Creepy Shit Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Join us. We've been waiting for you.